my own. Hey everyone, won't be long. Just gotta let this song finish. Boom, boom. Okay, getting organized. The other boys have just left. The show before me. Okay. Okay. And welcome to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You're with International Psychic Medium, and my name is Lesley Spaliviero. If you'd like to have a free Psychic Medium reading, then come over to my page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and I will do a reading for you tonight. So we're live on Facebook. I'm live across 246 platforms, including radio tonight. So we've already got quite a few people on my page. So if you'd like to have a reading, then come over to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and I will do the reading for you. Now, if I miss your question, then please come back and write it again. Oops, you just saw my chair just go down on the live. Please come back and then resend your questions so that I don't miss it, because otherwise my software goes so fast sometimes that I can't actually catch up with the software. So I might miss your question. So bear with me. And if you're on one of my group pages, then come over to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, so that I can actually see your questions on the main page. Otherwise, I don't have time to bring it up. I don't have time to transport across to the other page, as I'm also in flight, and I've also got to watch the system here as well to make sure that I'm on live. So welcome to the show. Last night I did a beautiful show with Tash Flowers. She was one of my followers, and I believe that she had a great time last night, so she really enjoyed herself. But if you'd like to come on and just see how everything pans out in the background for me, then come over to my page, send me a message or a private message, and I'll be able to see that message come up on my screen. So I'm in the studio here at Alive 90.5. So if you're actually on the page, then come over to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air as well, so that I can see your questions. I've also got beautiful Jess Black as well as Deirdre King. They've sent me some gorgeous gifts down to me from Queensland, and we've handed out quite a few of the beautiful bracelets at the moment. So the bracelets are beautiful crystals that are handmade by Jess Black, and I've also got to go tomorrow again and pick up some more gifts from Deirdre King up at the post office. Apparently Deirdre sent me some gorgeous fossils as well as some beautiful crystals. So if you've done a random act of kindness, or if you've done something that's beautiful and it's kind to other people, then you need to send me that on the Facebook Live tonight so that I can share the gifts with you. And these ladies need a round of applause, because they have given this product to me, or their products to me, so that I can give them out free. They've given them to me free so that I can give them out free, because we need to share the love around the world, and that's why we're doing this, and that's why I do these shows, which is I stream 8 hours a week, which is my second night. So I stream 2 hours every night for 4 nights, starting from Sunday, and I stream 8 hours a week just so that I can help people around the world. And so tell me where you're from, suburb, state, and country and county, if you're on my page, so I can see where you're coming from. And I always like to say hello to everybody and welcome in spirit. I never like to go straight into questions, so that's just disrespectful to spirit. So that's how I see it. That's my theory. Might not necessarily agree with other psychics or mediums, but that's how I operate with my spirit. I make sure that I respect it. respect him, I should say. So we'll just say hello to a few people on the page. We've got Jess Harvey, thanks for joining me. We've got Courtney, she's here, thanks for joining me. Good morning from Texas, pretty lady. She says, hope all is well with everybody. Well, there's a lot of people out there, Courtney, that are suffering with the floods at the moment. So they are actually really quite, they're starving out there. So because they've got no food, they've got just water, and that's just not the right water that you drink either. So they're actually, we just want to say a prayer for them tonight. And I've got my beautiful Jess, Wendy Harvey. She sent me a gorgeous prayer tonight on my phone. So I'm just going to go over to that and pick it up as well. So we're going to say a prayer. We did prayers last night for these people, and she's written a beautiful one herself. So she's very, very, just look, the most lovely lady ever. And so Jess, not Jess, I keep saying Jess. What is Jess around you, Wendy? Because I keep saying Jess around you. So unless it's somebody else in this group here. So I've also got a few gifts that I'd like to also mention that some people have actually sent me as well. So stay tuned, because they will be coming up in the near future. And we'll start with a prayer tonight from Wendy Harvey. She's written this herself, and it's just amazing. It's beautiful. So close your eyes and just think about the people out there that are suffering. All right. So, and send their love and their light to them. So here we go. So we have war, we have floods. It makes me so sad. This world that we live in, it can't all be bad. We have people who rescue each and every day. Our real life heroes. What more can I say? They all come together in our time of need. Some sweep up mud, others they feed. So let us all take a moment to send out a prayer to those who have lost all, not even clothes to wear. To those that have lost everything, even their town, we see them all struggling. We see them down. We watch the flood warnings on our TV. That could be you. That could be me. We watch and we feel with great despair. We can donate. We can help to show we care. We see them suffer, knowing how hard they try. We feel their hardships and their pain, and of course we cry. We see them struggle, sadly, quite often in vain. Life for many will never be the same. We see the courage, we all see the huge task. Let us all hope this prayer works. That is all we ask. Sending love and light and healings to everybody. Amen. And thank you, beautiful Wendy Harvey. That was gorgeous. Thank you. So we're back over to our page, and we've got quite a lot of messages on the page already. So if you'd like to have a reading, then come over to my page. We're streaming across 6 platforms. So you need to be on my main page, which is Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, to be able to get your question read. Okay. Love, like, and share my page as well. And also, please send me validations when I finish the reading, because that's really important for any psychic medium. So if you do your psychic shopping and you're shopping around for mediums and stuff like that, you're best off going with the ones that don't ask all the questions. Okay, so and the ones that actually give you the answer, and all you have to do is validate the answer. Okay, so we've also got Teresa Gardner. Thanks for joining me. Jess Lopez, there's the Jess I found. Okay. So Julie Pogley says, hey, Les, how are you tonight? Hello, everyone. Jess Lopez, she says, from Sydney, Southwest. Thanks for joining me. Tina Fu. Hi, lovely. Hope you're having a great day. Well, thank you, you too. So Chelsea Rose, she says, hey, Leslie, it's Chelsea from Melbourne, Victoria. Would really love a reading from you tonight. I think I did one for you last night, didn't I? I remember the name. So write back and tell me if I did one for you last night. So Wendy's here. She says, hi, lovely. Hi, everybody. So what else have we got here? I'm just going to skip over the questions. I just want to say hello to everybody. Okay. So if I've missed you, then you need to come back and write another question. So Shy Charles says, hey, lovely. Hope you are well. Yes, thank you. Same as you. Let's keep going. So... they're all saying hello to each other there now, so I'm just going to skip past that. So we've got Tegan. She says, hey, lovely, can I have some relationship guidance, please? So we'll get back to you. So love, guidance. So how I work people is most of my people that are on my live show, they know that I actually do remote viewing. So I see spirit just like out of it's like a hologram to me. I see them on the right, and I also see it as like a message to it hits me in the back of the head sort of thing, and it's very faint sometimes. It's very clear, and I also see lots of numbers. I used to see the numbers fly past me like the ad that Red Bull with wings. That's what I used to see them fly past with the numbers. Now I just see them as a target, and it's so quick. I can't not say it when it hits me. So I have to actually make sure that the numbers that I see is actually pushed out as quick as I can. So Courtney, she says, gotta love fossils and crystals. They're beautiful. Yes, that's right. So they'll be coming on the show soon from donated from D King. So Tanya Elliott, she says, hey, hun, how are you? So Courtney, way to go, guys. Kindness is a simple and beautiful gift in itself, 1000%. So Wendy Harvey, she writes lots of my prayers. She sends me some beautiful quotes. I love it. So I love quotes and I love prayers. Whether it's related to the topic or not, I still love it. Doesn't matter to me. So we've also got here Maxine Lorraine. She says, I drove my friend that was drinking home as he couldn't get home. Fair enough. Then you need to send me your postal address, and I'll write your name down. So gifts is Maxine Lorraine, and they will be coming out to you. I haven't been to the post office this morning because it was so wet, but that'll be coming out to you. And we just want to say hello to some more people here. So we've got here Jess Lopez. She's from Sydney Southwest, and it's bucketing down. I know. Tell me about it. So we've got blessings from New Zealand, East Coast from KN. Rosie Stevens says, hi, everyone. Hello to Spirit. Best wishes to all. Thank you very much. So what have we got here? So Courtney, she says, I'm not able to keep up with the news as much as I normally would. Unfortunately, how terrible to hear that floods are endangering so many people. Praying and sending healing and protective vibes to all affected. Yes, that's what we need, guys. We need lots of prayers around here. I drove over to the other studio last night, and sure as ever, lucky the road was high enough where I had to drive from and to, because on the other side of the embankment of that road, it was just all flooded to the top. So me and Tash were quite surprised about that. So Teresa Gardner says, Wendy, your poems are just beautiful. It's beautiful. So I'm just going to scroll forward. Okay. So if you'd like to have a reading from me, come over to the page Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and I will see your questions on the live feed. If you're from one of the group pages, like I said, then come over as well so I can actually capture your question. I just had something hit me in the eye. Oh, gosh, it all happens. So last week we had my beautiful friend Michelle. She picked me up, or came here and picked me up here last week, but she frightened the life out of me. But when she poked her head over top of the screen, I didn't even see her walk in. When she poked her head over top of the screen, it looked like another person in the studio. So it was quite bizarre, and I didn't even realize she was there until the end of the show. So yes, that's what we need. Lots of validations. I just saw that message. So we've got Tree Spirit. That's an unusual name, Tree Spirit. She says, hi, my name is Tanya. I'd love a reading, please. It's my partner's birthday today, watching together. Okay, well, we'll come back to you guys then. So Tree Spirit, Tanya. So we'll give her a reading for your partner. Okay, so partner's birthday. And happy birthday for today. You must be a cool dude, because usually Pisces people are usually really, really nice. So she said, you're very welcome. So what have we got here? Yes, Kayla, you sent that message to me the other day in Messenger, and I wrote back to you. And I know your heart is broken, but your pets are fine on the other side, okay? They forgive. So the question is, this lady Kayla Leka, she's actually, feeling guilty that her pets had passed away in a tragic accident. However, they don't take that sorrow or that pain with them. They always just forget it and forgive and forget. That's what they do. Okay, so there's nothing to worry about there. There's no need to feel no guilt. If your past loved one has passed away as well and you're feeling guilt, there's no need to, because they don't take it with them. They don't sit on the, you know, the fence there on the other side of, you know, in heaven, I should say. They don't sit on the fence and they don't, you know, twiddle their thumbs waiting for something to happen or manifest something to happen or sit there suffering. You know, they never do that. They just get on. They're actually really quite neutral and really quite peaceful. I don't think I've ever seen a spirit come through for me, and I've done hundreds and hundreds of readings. I don't think I've ever seen a spirit come through where it's upset about, you know, and feeling like to make that other person feel guilty even more than they already feel it, because you're already feeling it, lovey. So it's time to acknowledge that and time to move on. So the pets are there. You sent me the beautiful photos of them. They're really cute. So, but they're not thinking like that. They don't think like that, pets. They don't think like that at all. You know, the dogs are always happy. Doesn't matter what you do, living or passing, they're always happy dogs. Doesn't matter. They forgive and forget so quickly. So, yes, so let's keep going. What else have we got in here? So we're going to start with the readings. I think I've just gone past a few people, so I'm catching up. So, and I feel a bit anxious around this first reading, which is Chelsea Rose. I'm just going to give her a general, and I can't even talk. I feel like there's a lot of issues going on around people, and there's someone that can't actually speak their Chelsea. So I feel like this person is an elderly lady, and that she's kind of really, it's not like she's on the verge of anything. She's just really in despair, and I feel like that she's missing somebody like her partner. Okay, and I feel like that her partner's either passed about a year or two ago. So what's the 1 and 2 around you? So it feels like 1 to 2 years ago. That's what I'm getting with this lady. Okay, and I also feel like for her that she's actually really quite lonely. Okay, so if you've got a loved one or a past loved one like that, and then there's an elderly lady that's actually in despair about this, you need to give her a welfare check, because she's feeling really lonely, and they're saying to me that it's like she's kind of like locked up because of the weather. It's keeping her indoors, and something's keeping her indoors. She's too afraid to go out by herself. Okay, and I also get number 16 around you, 1 and 6 and 7. So we've got month of July for you, and I also got February. So what happened in February that was really significant? And I get around the 2 to 4 p.m. I also get around 2. So say, I don't know if it's 24, because I just saw 2 and 4, but I don't know if they're meaning 24 or 2 and 4 p.m. or the 2nd and the 4th. I'm not sure. So whatever the 2 and 4 means to you. So, and I'll leave it there. Thank you. So we've got Tegan, and she said that she'd like to have a love guidance, please. So, well, I just feel like for you, there's a few little obstacles, you know, and it's sort of like, I feel like this other person is not actually evaluating what you feel about the relationship, okay? So it's sort of like they're putting you in contempt, and I heard that word today. So the contempt is where they have, that they don't acknowledge your pain. They're not acknowledging how you feel, okay? So, and that's what I'm feeling with you, and that's why I feel like that things are a little bit rocky. And I also get the number 14 around you. So 1 and 4 is 5. So we've got the month of May as well. So what's happening coming up in the month of May? And I feel like there's birthdays, anniversaries coming up in May as well. And it also said September, so I saw that as well. And I just feel like this person that's in your life is sort of like a little bit in their own world. Okay, it's like they sit there and they've got their hands on the table like this, just tapping, you know, and just sort of like you notice them every now and then. They're just tapping their hands and stuff like that, just thinking they're always in their own world at the moment. So, and sometimes you just got to learn to pull back the reins and just let it be, just let it sit like that. You know, if it doesn't need to be fixed, then don't fix it. But if they've gone into their own little shell, it's like the crab, you know, pulling back and going into their own shell, then let them be like that for a certain amount of time when it feels comfortable to pull them out and talk to them. Okay, because something's not right up here, and I feel like it's worry and confusion about something else. Okay, it might not even relate to you. That's what I'm getting, and I'll leave it there. So we've also got here Tree Spirit. So Tanya, her name is her real name, and I don't know why, but I'm getting itchy around the nose. So is either you or your partner, because it's his birthday, so happy birthday. Do either one of you feel like itchy around the nose, or is it both of you? Do you actually feel that? Because I get the pain down here, I get the pain down the side of my face, and I feel like I get sinus headaches. And also with regards to the anxiety, I feel like either you or your partner or both of you still get anxiety. It's like you're concentrating on things that are not happening at the moment. So pull back the reins on that. There's no need to worry about it. You've got each other. It's not like you've got nothing, okay? And I feel like that going forward, it's like you guys are like hand in hand like this. You have your ups and downs, which is normal, and that sounds very general, but going forward, it's going to be the soul of your both your souls that's going to take you through. So trust in your soul, trust in your spirit, okay? And it's going to take you through. I also get number 11 around you guys. So we've got the number 2 again. So that's February and November. So what's coming up in November that's going to be significant? Is there a wedding, or is there an engagement party or something, or I get like a significant event around November. That's what I'm getting. Or is it a memorial on somebody? Because I just said memorial as well. And I also just seen a funeral, but that's not around November. But I just seen a funeral. So have you just recently been to a funeral, or you're going to one? Because I don't know why, but the spirit's showing me from the other side. And if that's not the case, then I feel like this is either your grandmother or your great-grandmother. That's actually been, that's the funeral was a bit chaotic or something like that. She's trying to show me that something with the funeral was very chaotic for her. Or for the family, I should say, not for her. But she sits there and she's like, well, you know, with her little lipstick on and everything like that. It's like she's really prim and proper. There's nothing, butter wouldn't melt in her mouth. And she's saying I was black and white, and I had my own brain in the end, she said. So my body wasn't in good function, she said, but my mind was. And then she just showed me the opposite. So why is that? So she showed me that she had her brain was in good function, but then all of a sudden it's changed. So what's happened there? So I feel like that either there's either a stroke or some form of dementia or something like that, because I just feel like that this lady was okay, tickety-boo, then all of a sudden it's changed. Unless I've got two spirits here, okay, and I don't have enough time to pull through both of them at the same time. So as you can imagine, they all line up when I come on radio for all the people in the live. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. So we're going back over to the Facebook page. I just want to check and see if there's any validations there for the last couple of readings that I just did. And of course, no, there's not. So guys, you need to validate for me so I can actually put that up there. So Rosie Stevens, she says, I was so saddened when I saw the news tonight, as I don't watch TV at all that much. And sadness and anger, that makes me wonder what this world has come to. 100%, Lovey. I don't know either. It's everything is just chaotic and bizarre and weird, and you can't even say it's weird and wonderful lately. It's just weird. Everything's just weird. So we're going to Marissa Serafina. She says, I remember that we thought it was a ghost. That's right. Yes, when Michelle walked in, she frightened the life out of me. So yes, exactly right. So we'll keep going. The studio ghost, exactly. Oh my God. And do you know what? When you're in my world, when you do this, it's really quite bizarre because anything can happen. So you can't rule out anything there at all when you're on a show, or when you're doing a live, or when you're even doing a private reading. So I've done a couple of private readings the last couple of days, and it's been quite bizarre with the messages I've got through, and it's sort of like all spirits just lining up all in a row, you know. So we'll keep it there. So yeah, I won't be saying that live on air there, Jess. So let's just put it this way. I'm in Sydney, New South Wales, Lovey. So Carly, she says, will my finances improve this year? Yes, you need to change your mindset. And that's 1000% it will. You just need to change your mindset. So Carly, coming up around the August, September mark, I feel like that things are going to change with financials there. And if you want to go to my Psychic on Radio Angels and Air page, what you'll see is my pennies that I see, and I call them pennies because they're ancient Roman pennies, okay? And it's like the pharaoh coins. You'll see them. I posted it up on, I think it was Sunday afternoon. I posted up, and you'll see the coins. I see gold coins when I see, you know, gold and lots of stuff coming back. But then I always just see the really, really Roman looking bronze or silver coins. That's what I see. But when I see coins, or when I see money or financial situations, or if I get a question like that from people, Carly, or what happens is I see, my spirit shows me the coins straight away, and they show me them flicking out like cards, just like you're flicking out a deck of cards. And then if they're coming back, or if the person's spending too much, what they'll show me is they'll pull up the pockets in my pockets here, and they'll actually show me my pockets empty. And then they'll show me them filling up. So if my pockets fill up, so this is the signs that I get from spirit, the consistent signs that I get from spirit with regards to money. If I see it going out, pockets emptying, and then filling up, then I know that that person's going to have money. Then they'll give me a month or a year or whatever, or a date or whatever. So that's the month that I got for you, August and September. And I also feel like that the money needs to be really tight between now and then, okay? Because it's not going to happen straight away, because you don't get it how the laws of attraction work, okay? Because that's what they're saying to me. It's all in your mind, because you keep saying that I can't get this, I can't do that, I can't improve my finances, blah, blah, blah. And so the way you do that is you go and watch The Secret. Okay, so The Secret is about the laws of attraction, and there's another, and it's on YouTube, and it's a movie. It's a documentary on all the laws of attraction. I talk about this all the time, and every single time that somebody's come back to me with regards to watching that, they have changed their lives. So just like I did, that's why I tell people. I've also got another video for you, Carly, which is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And that goes right back to 1960, where he expresses, and you can either read the book or watch the movie, and where he expresses all the laws of attraction just right from that era. So that's going back a long time ago, and even then they were thinking of this, which is pretty cool. So yes, your finances will improve as soon as you change your mindset, and that's the same for anybody at the moment. Okay, and I'll leave that there. Thank you. Oh, wow, that's really traumatic. So I've got Hannah here. She said, our niece just passed away. How can I help my sister-in-law to heal? Lovey, there's no help. It's just a matter of just, letting her grieve and letting her grieve. And I'll tell you another thing too there, Hannah. What normally happens with people is that when somebody's passed away in the family, everybody around that person's disappeared, and I don't know why. And the only reason that I think they disappear is because they don't want to upset the person anymore or make them cry. Okay, so, and most of the time it's more relieving for people to talk about the past loved one, because it gives them the memory, and that past loved one will never leave their side. They're always there. They're not with me. Okay, so they're always there. So the message through to you to get to your sister is to be by her side. There's nothing that's going to take that heart-wrenching pain away from her. It's only time, and the habits were there as well. So it's the same as a relationship or a passing. When people have a habit, like they turn up in the, they wake up in the morning, 7 o'clock, have their breakfast, go to work, come home, have their dinner, go to bed. That's a routine. That's a habit. So when the habit is broken, that's what hurts people the most in relationships as well as passing, So it's really traumatic. And I feel like that your sister just needs a lot of love and a lot of, cuddles, a lot of healing. It's never going to be the same. Let's put it that way. And that's just for anybody, loving. I'm really sorry about that. Okay, if you've had a random act of kindness that you can tell me about, then come over to my page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and tell me about your random act of kindness so that I can see who needs to get a gift tonight, okay? And I'll leave that there. So we're going up to an ad, and you're listening to Alive 90.5. Two seconds, guys. And welcome back to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You're with International Psychic Medium Lesley Spaliviero. And if you'd like to have a reading, then come over to my page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. We've also got a few people on my page, and I just wanted to say there, Rosie Stevens, I've just seen your message. That's really, really sad, and I'm sorry about that. I can't read some of that on air, if you know what I mean. Okay, so I know it's very stressful for you, but I feel like you're a survivor and you're going to get through it as well. Okay, and I'll leave that there, lovey. Um, yes, exactly right. So spirit doesn't judge at all. So when they pass on the other side there, Teresa, they never judge. They don't. They why would they judge? They're in peace now. So let me keep going. So I've just done a few readings. So if you have validations, then come over to my page so that I can and write up the validations so I can see them here. So okay, what else have we got here? I'm just checking to see if there's validations on my iPad. Okie dokie. So the message, yes. So Deidre King, she said, the secret, it will change your life. 100%, Deidre. That's 1000%. So post up your messages again, guys, because I've seemed to have missed some of them. So I'm going to keep going. So we've got Kerry Ryan. She says, hi, Lesley. Nice to be with you tonight. Nice to be with you. So could I have a reading, please? This weather is crazy. Still raining hard in Campbelltown. Oh, I know. Tell me about it. So lucky that some people are on higher ground. Like the house that I saw yesterday was pretty bad there, Kerry. So, and they've opened up the Warragamba Dam, so that's not good either. So we're just going to do a general for you as well, and I'll come back to you in a second. So I'm going to go forward. We've also got here Kay from Melbourne. Kaylee, oh, that's an unusual name. Kaylee Ostrich from Melbourne. Can I please have a reading? So Kay, Melbourne. I'll just write that because I can't write your name. So, and she just wants a general. So if you need to have a general, then come over to my page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. We've got Vanessa Gilbert. She says, would I be able to either A? There's the message not finished on there, lovey. So please write that again. Let's keep going forward. So, right, we've got here Sandra. So she's, Sharon, sorry. Something's wrong with my software. I can't quite see it. So Sandra, she says, hi, Lesley. I started a new job about 8 weeks ago. It is a 10-week contract. My question is, do you see me leaving this position as I do not feel I belong in this company? I feel things have happened over the last week, and when I asked if the position would be extended, I have had no response. This has led me to see things in the company in a different light, prompting me to feel very unwanted at the company. Are my vibes correct? Well, Lovey, I feel like that you're correct, 100%. And if they're not happy with you, sometimes it's better for you. Sometimes you dodge a bullet, you know what I mean? So look at the bright side of it, because if you're not happy before you've even asked, then that's the feeling that it is, okay? So follow your gut. That's what I'm getting with you as well. Will you be waiting for a long time for a new position? I don't feel so. I think you're just going to move on like within the next 2 to 3 weeks straight away. So keep pushing. Don't stop. You know, you're stopping in the middle when you ask those questions, Lovey. So keep going. Don't stop in the middle. So Maxine, she says, my dad's 1 year and memorial is soon on the 24th of March. So what did I say? Did I even do her? I haven't done her. No. Okay. So that's coming out. It's beautiful. Right, who else have we got here? Gosh, I had to check to see if the system was on there. It's so quiet. So we've got Jess Black. Here she is, the lovely lady that makes all our jewelry. So she's got some beautiful jewelry. You can see mine. I've got it on again, Jess. There you go. So my protection bracelets, I've got them on both hands. So there's the other one. I don't know if you can see that. So Jess Black makes some beautiful, gorgeous handmade crystals, and it's real crystals. It's gorgeous, and she's also sending me down some more to hand out to people. So if you've had some random act of kindness, then make sure that you post it up on the page. And I'm a BS detector, so don't write anything that is not true, just so you can get a bracelet. So Donna Marie says, my sister Leanne Higney is new to you. Hi there, Leanne. So let me keep going. So Jess Lopez, we're going to write her down as well. So Jess Lopez, she wants to know about her future. Okay, would love it and give and that message has been halfway done as well. So I'm just going to do a general for you there also, Jess, okay? Right, I just feel a little bit, I don't know, blasé with you there, Jess. I don't know why. We're going to go back to Kerry Ryan. She wanted a general. So with you, Kerry, I get number 12 and I also get number 13. It just flashed that really quickly at me. So I get number 3, which is March for you. And I also get number 4, which is April. So what's coming up this month? And we're already, 7 days in? So what's coming up this month that's significant for you? Okay. And I also see a white car around you. Now, when I see cars, they show me cars the same. And not necessarily just the color, but they show me either small, medium, or large. And I get a medium car with 4 doors, but white or a light color. I can't quite see always the colors. Now, this car needs something to be fixed on it, okay? If it's not you around you, it's someone around your intermediate family or neighbor or someone very close to you, okay? If that's not your car. Now, this car needs some servicing or something's not right in it. So please make sure, I'm giving you 2 to 4 weeks to get it fixed. I don't want you driving it after 4 weeks, okay? And I've said this 1,000 times before, but that's my rule of thumb with cars. And I'm usually pretty right about them. So make sure that car is fixed. And I also feel like for you going forward, there's a few little hiccups, and I also get pain here in my face. So why am I getting the pain in my nostril, like on that right side again? And before I started the show, I had a really, really bad headache. So is that you or what's going on there? Because I just feel like there's something not right with this side of the face. So the right side of the face, and I feel like that could be even an elderly gentleman or a great grandfather or a grandfather that's passed. And I feel like they might have even had a stroke there. They're also saying to me that, have you bitten your gum or you grind your teeth, because something's not right with your jaw there as well. And yeah. I also get number 23 around you. So 2 and 3 is 5. So we've got the month of May coming up, birthdays, anniversaries, lots of stuff coming along. So you're going to have a busy year, okay? And they're saying to me, just showed me financial as well. So start saving your money, because I see the money going out and the empty pockets, okay? So make sure you start saving your money, because it's going to catch up with you around July, August. Okay, so pennies are going to be going out too much that you're not going to catch up. So make sure you save your pennies there, and I'll leave it there. Thank you. That's the message for you. So guys, when I do my psychic reading stuff, it's like me looking out of your eyes. So if it's mediumship, it'll be like me looking out of your eyes or spirit right next to me from the past loved one. So it won't be my person. It'll be the energy from the past loved one from you, because I just feel that people don't understand it sometimes. I see them as a hologram. I see them like the Star Wars movie where they have you can see through them. They're transparent, but they're there, and you can see the outline of them. You can see everything. It's like a pure ghost, but with clothes on, and not like that white flopping around, like sheet on them, or that white sheet, is in Casper the Ghost or something. So that I don't see them like that. I see them as real people. And as I'm looking out your eyes, so say for instance, if I'm in a car accident, or you were a little kid and you're in a car accident, or your grandfather was, or something like that, I see it out your eyes, and my spirit will put me in the car accident with the car, and then until the impact hits, I'll be pulled out of the car and I'll be on the sideline watching, or on the side of the road watching. That's how my spirit works, okay? So it still protects me, even though I'm seeing that car accident or I'm seeing something horrendous, okay? So like some things I can't say on radio because of the media law. And when I get my questions, and because I get so much information from spirit, and they show me that when I do my remote viewing, it balks me because I can't say some of the stuff. So I have to quickly change my direction with regards to asking spirit straight away. And it's instant. It's just like, what do you got for me next? Because I can't say that, because it gives me everything. But then I have to change my direction and try and put that out to the person that I'm reading for. It's quite hard to read, as well as look at all the validations and also the questions, etc. So it's really quite full on. So you can imagine my side of the fence. I'm just going to go back down to my iPad here and look out for what have we got here. I'm just going to scroll down further, because when people write a lot of information for a validation, it jumps off the screen, so I can't actually see the whole validation. But I've got one here looks like here from Tanya Elliott, but I'm not quite sure if it is. I'm doing our character things the other day, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I'll have to come back to that. It's too long for me to capture, and plus it's jumped off the screen because it's so long it's actually doesn't fit the whole screen, so I'm just going to have to find that. So what else have we got? So we're going back to Kay in Melbourne. So she's wants a general reading. So what I get for UK is number 10 around you. So I get the month of October. So coming up to October is going to be very busy. They're also showing me obstacles as well. So there's a few obstacles. They're saying either financial is going to get you before there's a communication gap. Okay, so it's like a communication gap and financial just ping pong with you every now and then. Okay, so you know how to handle that. So but you haven't learned your lessons from previous. So you need to actually start to realize what the lessons are from the past. Okay, because otherwise it's going to catch up with you again. And I feel like that's going to be around October/November coming up. And there's also birthday in September. What's coming up there? Because I feel like that's a significant birthday. Could be a 21st or a 30th or something like that. I can't quite see exactly what type of birthday or anniversary it is. And I also feel like for you going forward that the financial part is going to step up. So hang in there. It's not all doom and gloom at the moment with everything. And I just feel like that we need to be more grateful with everything that we've got right now, okay? Because people are suffering out there. So it's like, it's not like, look at me. Someone in spirit just said to me, look at me, look at me. But it's not like that now. It's actually, look at you, look at you. You got to share that love back. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. So, okay, so Tanya, she's saying here, I'm just going to try and find this. It's so long. She's hun, for the last 32 weeks now, I've been feeling a shift within myself. I'm doing out of character things. Like the other day, I picked up a male hitchhiker. Yeah, we don't do that, and it's so out of character for me. I'm such a cautious person. Turned out he cares for his 81-year-old dad, who's not good in health. Felt like ice cream, so he hitchhiked to get him some. I ended up taking him to the supermarket as well. What is my question? What is this shift that's occurring apart from spiritual growth and moving forward? I think the rest of that question is, Lovey, we don't look. These days, I'd love to say yes, you can pick up hitchhikers and stuff like that to help people, but these days it's just not a good idea. Okay, and I'm certainly not going to encourage you that. I don't like that feeling. I don't like that. It actually reminds me of the movies where you see that person walking down the street and then the headlights and the cars, and it freaks me out. So yeah, so good on you for picking him up, but there's no need to go out of your way and make yourself unsafe. Okay, so that's the issue here. So I don't know why you would like to make yourself unsafe. So have a think about things, and it's like you're shooting from the hip. It's like you're doing things from the hip. You're not thinking about it before you actually have actioned it. So you need to start thinking about things before you action it, because you could put yourself in another position, and that's not spirit doing that to you. That's not spirit doing that at all. And I don't feel like angels, ascending masters, no spirit guides, nothing. I do not feel like that's the case. That bloke could have been a murderer. You don't know, but he looks after his 81-year-old. How do you know that? There's no validation. There's no verification for that either. So I think you just got off really lucky. Okay, and I'll leave that there. Thank you. So Tree Spirit said, thank you. We will ponder on that. Not really sure who came through, but I guess we will see, appreciate it. That's okay. So what happens there, Tanya, is that most of the time if something comes through, it's either in the future or it's people have psychic amnesia around readings. We get this all the time as spirit comes through, okay? So I'll leave that there with you. So Diane Wilson, she says, may I have some guidance, please? I have a few bumps in the road lately. Yes, well, that's like a lot of everybody there, Diane. So we'll come back to you. So I'll read Jess Lopez. I know she's busting for me to read her. So we'll just do a guidance. Okay, for you, Diane. So we'll come back to you as well. So Jess, what I get around you is the number 12 around you. So you got 3. So that's month of March. So look up the numbers, the angel numbers 1, 2, and 3. I also just got 11. So you must be seeing some different numbers like that, or angel numbers like that. So when you're seeing them, you need to go and look up the angel numbers. And I also just saw a birthday cake. So whose birthday is it? Somebody's birthday either this month or just recently from last month, and it was quite a special occasion. Okay. And I also feel like going forward, 16 is around you. So we've got the month of July as well. So we've got number 7. So what's happening with regards to work? And they just said study to me. So I just heard the word study, and I just saw a flash of the name of the word as well. So I feel like there's some study coming up, or there's some training with study, a little bit of study for you. It's not going to be too long. It's like a short course. Okay. And I'll leave that there, but that's going to be good for you. So anything that you can grab your hands on with regards to study, or anybody, go for it, because it's always better for people in the future. Okay. It's always something to enhance your future with your career. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. So I'm just going to go back to Diane Wilson, and she wants some guidance. So over the last few weeks, I know you've said that it's turmoil. There's lots of bumps lately, but it's a manifesting thing. So when you continue to say that, things will continue to happen, Diane. So we need to make sure that you're pulling back the reins, and that you're actually allowing yourself to understand what's going on, and allowing yourself to learn the lessons. And that's what happens most of the time. When I do the shows, sometimes it's a theme of, the roller coaster theme, or it's up and down themes with people on the same night. And then there'll be a love night, like everyone wants to know about their relationship and it's love and stuff, and then I want to know about their finances. So this one here tonight, I feel like it's just more around you getting yourself with traction on the floor. Okay, so you need to go and get grounded. So either with like wet grass under your feet, or sand, or ocean water, or something like that. Just get near something that's earthy, so you can pull yourself back down, so that you can make sure that you have your feet grounded, and then that way you can move forward. So, and also get the number 22 and 23 around you. So what are those numbers? They also made me just write 3. So definitely the month of March, or the number 3 is significant to you. And I also just saw 3 kids. Who's got the 3 kids? Because I feel like they're only young kids. It's sort of like, the 246 or 257 or something like that, That's what I'm getting as well. So who's got the 3 kids around you? This lady needs a welfare check, okay, or some help. And I'll leave you with that as well. So here we go. So we got Tegan, and she said, yes, you are right, hon. She says 5 is his birthday number, and not sure about May or September. So keep that in mind. She says it could be his kid's birthday, which I'm pretty sure he mentioned they were those months. She says, and that is what is on his mind. He hasn't seen them for 5 years. Oh, lovey, that's really sad. That's what's going on. As well as his sister passed away a year ago on the 10th of March last year. So his mind is occupied, and is in his own mind right now. He has been very distant in the past few days. Wait, let me in. Oh, lovey, it's coming up to the actual, it's only 3 days to go before the actual memorial, or the anniversary of his sister. So let him pull back. He'll come back. So he'll come back with his mind sooner or later. He's just got to get over the bumps, or the heartache, I should say. So what else have we got here? Okay, so Jess, I've just done you, so you need to do your 1000% validation. Thank you that you put on there. Oh, how funny. Malcolm Gilbert. So, hi, Lesley, can I please have a reading? So I will come back to you, Malcolm, as well. Gilbert, so we'll just do a general for you. There's no specific question for you. So we're going back over to Diane Wilson in a second. I just need to go through the... Yes, so Deidre said the secret will change your life, 1000%. So Kaylee, she says, I try to manifest, think rich and positive to attract abundance, but it's a big struggle for me. Thanks so much. So you're doing it wrong. That's why. Okay, so you need to go and watch how they do it. So you need to ask, believe, and receive. So you ask the question, you give it a time frame. You need to ask, believe. You need to believe it's going to happen. You need to manifest it. You need to put it into action. And then you need to let it go and then receive it. Okay, and it'll come back. You never, ever follow it. You just receive it. And you're always grateful for it, lovey. Okay, and I'll leave that there. So Marissa Serafino, she said, my daughter's father really would like to connect with spirit. Both of his parents passed, and he's going through some hard times. Would like to know if he's doing okay. or if they are with him. His name is Yamal. Okay, so we'll come back to this question. So Marissa, and she said, thank you in advance, and I promise to validate. Marissa, Yamal. Okay, so you want a mediumship. Okay, we'll come back to you as well there, lovey. So I'm just going to take that off the screen. So we'll just go back to Diane Wilson. She wanted a guidance one. And so what I get with you, Diane, is so we've got a lot of dryness around the mouth, and I feel like that there's a lot of things that you're not looking after with your health, and they're saying to me that you need to look after the weight side as well. Okay, and I feel like there's a lot of stuff that's going into your mouth, but it's not very healthy. It's like McDonald's, every now and then, like, or something like that. So, but I feel like there's something that's going into your mouth that's not healthy. Okay, so pull back the reins with that, because it's going to start to make you feel really unwell. And I also feel like that my right eye is weeping. So do you get like they're saying to me like a tear duct that's actually blocked, or something not right with someone's tear duct around you. So I don't know, I've never had that one before, but I have to say what I get. And they just showed me the tear duct and it's blocked. And I just feel like that this is like, it'll weep, but it doesn't weep, if that makes sense. It's like someone around you can't cry, but they can't show emotions. That's what I'm getting. So that's really, really strong. And I also feel like for you going forward, there's a lot of issues regarding the outside world. They're saying to me that the communication gap is getting bigger and bigger in this roller coaster. Okay, it's like this up and down all the time. And I just feel like for you too going forward, there's other things that can be fixed for that, but you sort of like you're a bit stubborn. You got your feet in the ground, so it looks like to me that you've got your hands, folded. And you also you're very stubborn. You don't want to actually give in. Says, when's it going to be enough to give in though, Diane, so, and I also feel like for you, it's around the family, and this is, there's some chaos around the family, and I also get the venom coming down the side of my mouth, which means to me from spirit, same message from spirit when I see either jealousy or somebody talking about you behind the back. Okay, so there's a lot of that at the moment. There's a lot of anger. There's a lot of chaos I just heard as well. And the message is the pullback is, and give it a rest. When you have to fight someone all the time, when is enough is enough. That's the message for you. When is enough is enough. That's what I'm getting, and I'll leave that there. Thank you. If that's not you, it's somebody definitely around you. Okay, and I'll leave that there. So we've got Malcolm Gilbert, and just wants a general. So Malcolm, thanks for joining me. Well, I get a bit of anxiety around you, Malcolm, and I feel like that going forward, you're in despair. It's like that you don't know which way to turn. Okay, they're saying to me confusion in the mind, and that there's things that are not right now. Okay, but you are kind of like the quiet achiever. They're saying to me you've achieved a lot, but you still don't know some directions. Okay, and I'm also getting pain down like my neck here, so all the way down the right side of my neck. So what's going on there? And I also feel like there's someone around you that's either passed from something with the chest or something with regards to not being able to swallow properly, like dementia or like stroke or something like that, because I can't talk properly. I feel like I've got to talk like that because I can't talk. Okay, so that's what it's making me do. So, and I feel like this person has either issues around the throat area. Now, I just saw somebody that's passed by suicide around you as well. So I don't know. I don't want to go into that there while on radio, but I feel like that person has, it was either 2 to 3 years ago. Okay, and I'll leave that there. I can't talk about that on radio. So, and yeah, just going forward, I feel like that these people around you are trying to help. There's a lot of support, but there's that you don't like to take it. They're saying your pride is really quite high, but you need to fly, they're saying to me as well. So you need to do your thing. You need to get out there and start doing your thing. And they're also just giving me business is quite. Have you either got a business, or you want to start a business, or you've got that mind of a business person? Because they're saying to me that you're very methodical, very OCD, T's crossed, I's dotted type person. Black and white, they're saying to me as well. So, and that's good in business, but I don't know if you're going to succeed, because they're showing me that you've either had business and there's a blockage. So I see the business on one side of the fence, and then I see the wall, and then I see nothing after that. So what's going on there? Because I can't work out what that is. And it's only a short reading, but if it was longer, I would be able to get more information, and I'll leave that there. Thank you. So I'm just going to scroll forward. Oh, that's beautiful. So we've just got here Diane Wilson. She said, I lent my neighbour some money today. He's a pensioner, poor bloke, nice man. Oh, that's really, really sweet. So that's what we've got to do is, we've got to share the love around the world so that we can always, just make people feel a little bit better, So it doesn't need to be all that sad. It doesn't need to be all that gloom either. So when I usually do my shows, I try and lift it up a bit. My background's in personal training, so I always try and make sure that people are not suffering anything. And I really, really have to emphasize that, because it's important that people understand that if someone's suffering, there's always someone else there that can actually help them or make them happy or something. If you just make people laugh, they always feel a little bit better, and good music too around always helps as well. So I'm just grabbing some of the ads over here, and we're going to go to an ad, and I'll come back in a second. You're listening to Alive 90.5. Whew. Sorry, guys, I've got to put the ads on. So we'll come back and do Marissa. Just need to get the validations. Ooh, send me your validations, guys. And welcome back to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air with International Psychic Medium Lesley Spaliviero. So come over to my page and post up your questions. It's Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. Then I can actually read your questions out, and then you will also be able to have a free psychic medium reading. So I'm an international medium. I do these direct messages from spirit. So come over to my page and love, like, and share it. And sure as ever, we'll be able to get you with some guidance or some, caution or whatever the case may be. So we're going back to the page, and I've got Marissa, and she said that Yamal wants a mediumship. So I just need to go back to that one. Oh my gosh. So we've just had an hour of readings. I do this every night for I do this every night for 4 nights in a row, 2 hours a night. So I stream across 8 platforms most of the time. So tonight I'm on 2, 4, 6, 7, including the radio. And then I'm also on 2 other radio stations during the week as well. So I start on a Sunday night from 8 till 10, Monday night from 9 to 11, Tuesday night at home from 10 till 12 at night. And then Wednesday nights from 8 till 10 in another studio as well, another radio station. So if you'd like to have a reading, then come over to my Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. Love, like, and share the page. And I will be able to get your messages and hopefully give you a proper reading. So, and the reason why I do this, because I don't want to see people get ripped off with the fakes and the con artists out there and all the ones that are actually charlatans. So that's what I do. I make sure that I have, the genuine stuff out here. And I try and make sure that my shows are, oops, just trying to get this organized. I make sure that my shows are as genuine as possible so that people can see what a real medium is about, So, but we're going to go back to Marissa Serafino, and she says, my daughter's father really would like to connect with spirit. Both of his parents have passed. He is going through some hard times. And would like to know if he's doing okay, or if they are with him. They're always with him, Lovey, always. His name is Yamal, and thank you in advance, she says, and I promise to validate. So Yamal, wow. So a lot of trauma going around him, and I also feel like this is in the mind for him as well. And they're saying to me that he feels guilty. I just heard the word guilty. So what does he feel guilty about with regards to the past loved one? Did he not spend the time that he needed to spend with them? What's happened there? Because I feel like there's some other obstacle that was there. That's what I'm getting with him, okay? So there's other obstacle that was in the place of visiting or doing, or they're saying to me that he was either overseas or they were overseas, he couldn't get there on time or something's not right, okay? And they also show me the parents are also showing me the actual the tombstone on the grave, and I feel like there's something not right, or the writing on it was in a different language. It's like it's like I just got the word Yugoslav or something like that. It's like it's a different language on the actual tombstone. So if you could validate that as well, please. And I also see for your daughter's father, I just feel like that he's got other issues with regards to outside sources, okay? So something's not right around environment for him, and I feel like it's either from the home or from work, okay? So that's really, really general, but I feel like this has taken an impact on him, and I feel like that he was close to somebody, but something's gone pear-shaped, or someone's left, or something's gone pear-shaped. Something's happened there, okay? So I feel like he needs to be grounded as well. They're also showing me that dark hair, dark brown eyes, little bit of a beard, like a 3-day growth for him as well, or if that could be either the father or the grandfather. I also feel like this man is also like about my height, about 168 centimeters, but he's also a stocky man with quite a natural build of muscles, okay? So, and he's also showing me too that he likes to wear his slip-slops, they're saying to me, slip-slop thongs. But when he goes out, he's like a completely different person. He scrubs up well. He's saying, I really, really scrub up well. So, and this is the gentleman on the other side, okay, the past loved one. And I also feel like for this man too, that he was like a creative person. He's saying, I used to use my hands. So he used to always do the thumb, like the thumb where we'd always have the thumbs like twisting around each other, like hold his hand together and the thumbs will just continually go, always in his lap. He's showing me a recliner chair now. So this recliner chair was on the right side of the lounge room, looking to the TV clearly, but always falling asleep in his recliner chair. And used to love it. It looks like to me either the beer or a tall coffee cup, okay, on the left side of the chair. And on the right side of the chair is a window, and he used to like look his head out the window and drink his drink as well. So, but he used to like his it looks like to me either the horse races or some race or car races or something like that on TV. That's what I'm getting for him as well. This is the grandfather, okay? And I just feel like or the father. This man was a bit older than he actually, like, he looked a bit older than he actually was, this man on the other side. That's why I keep calling him grandfather. And he just said to me, no, I'm not the grandfather. Went, okay. So, yeah, I'm sorry about that, spirit. But yeah, but he was quite old. He said, my wrinkles, My wrinkles didn't do me justice, he's saying. He just showed me like quite a lot of wrinkles on his face, but his age was a lot younger than what he looked like. He was a lot of very hard worker. So a lot of times he was outside, a lot of times he was outdoors. So his skin was very dry, very like a prune, he's saying. And yeah, and he's saying to me that when it was sort of like a last thing for his breath, it's like last diagnosis was wrong or last diagnosis was incorrect or something like that, misdiagnosis I'm getting. And I feel like there was issues around the chest area, chest and throat area, okay? So, and I'll leave that there. But the message for the husband is to, just keep talking to them because they hear everything that you say. They're always with him, always, not with me, not with anybody else, but with the past, with the loved ones. That's who they're with. So we've got here Maxine. She says, when my dad passed away last year, me and my sister are distant and other family members are not talking anymore. It's so sad. Yeah, that's the pain that people feel, it's the habit, it's like your dad was the rock of the family that pulled everybody together there, Maxine, so yeah. And like that's what can tend to happen because people are feeling grief and they feel grief in all different ways. They feel grief in different elements, so some people clam up, some people go out of their way and help more or do more, but they don't want to upset each other, so they actually pull away. And that's what I was saying earlier. People will actually start to, when someone dies around you or passes, nobody comes to visit anymore or nobody comes around because they don't want to upset you. It's not because they don't want to see you and they don't feel bad. They feel so sad and bad that they don't actually want to upset you. They don't want to talk about it because it'll make people cry, and that's what they're afraid of. So, and I'll leave that there. Thank you. So we've also got here, we saw that. So Diane Wilson, she said, I left my neighbour some money today. He's a pensioner, poor bloke. So we're going to give you, so send me Diane Wilson. So send me a message in the private messenger so that I can send you a beautiful gift a handmade gift from Jess Black, which is a crystal bracelet, or a fossil from Deirdre King, because she's sending me fossils and crystals for free to everybody. All the love. We're showing the love around the world, okay? So send me a private message with the postal address that you want me to actually send the question to. The gift to. What am I saying? So you can see I'm in 2 frames there. So what else have we got here? Okay, so we just got a suggestion here from Tanya Elliott. She says, suggestion Lesley. She says, there is a movie and a book called Eat, Pray, Love, played by Julia Roberts. I love Julia Roberts. I haven't heard from her a long time, so I've seen her. I wonder how she's going. She's another very deep movie that may take some to watch a few times and more. What Dreams May Come, played by Robbie Williams. They're both well looking at. So I'm going to watch that myself. So Eat, Pray, Love is a suggestion. Pray and Love by Julia Roberts. And then we also have What Dreams May Come, played by Robbie Williams. What Dreams May Come. Robbie Williams is a hottie, that guy. May come from. I went to his concert and was in the mosh pit years ago. So that was pretty cool. What Dreams May Come From. That's really cool, Robbie Williams. I didn't know he did movies like that. So there you go. Thank you for that. That's beautiful. So we've also got Melvine Peters. She says, you are right about the little things that are so painful when losing a sibling. My sister phoned me every night at 6:30 just to say hello, kiddo. Just checking in. And she said, just laid her ashes to rest, feel calmer and feel I can carry her with me. Love to everyone. Oh, that's really sad there, Lovey. That's what I mean. Like it's the pain is horrendous because you actually don't have that habit anymore. You don't have that consistent timing, that everything was consistent with what you did. So 6:30 every night, you need to look at the clock and look at the phone, and you can hold on. You can even anchor your hands and pull your hands, and then she'll give you a sign. So she's already giving you signs there. You're just missing them. You're not looking for them, Lovey. And I'm just about to sneeze. Sorry. Wow. So there you go. There's a sign. So she used to sneeze a lot. Did she used to sneeze a lot there? What was your name? Sorry, gosh, I've lost my memory. Did she used to sneeze a lot, Melvine? Because I feel like that she used to have an allergy. Because there's no way I would have done that. This is probably my first time I've ever sneezed on radio at all, I think, other than almost falling off my chair one night. But anyway, we'll keep going. So Kiki, she says, can you help me with my employment situation and my business prospects involving my life? She says, and my living situation. What can be done to fix all the fighting on my dad's side? Nothing. You need to step back and not worry about it. Let them do their thing. Because the more fire you add, the fuel you add to the fire, the more it's going to be chaotic. Okay, so don't take it on board. Let them argue. Let them do what they've got to do. So just let them go. You don't get involved. That's the best way. If you get involved too much, they come back at you. And then everyone's going to be pointing the finger at you. So you don't want that, okay? And I just got a really cold chill over myself, and the air conditioning is not even on. So there we go. Spirit's definitely here tonight. So what else have we got here? So we've got here Carly Williams. She says, I am trying to make a community Zen garden for women that suffer from domestic abuse and mental ill health. Would really appreciate general reading. Yes, Carly, that's beautiful. So Carly, send me your address that you want me to post the gift to, and I will send you a beautiful gift for that. That's beautiful. Carly Williams, so a general for you. And why am I getting headaches around you? Because I feel like my head wants to explode right now. A general for you. So we'll come back to you there, Carly. So what's going on with the headaches there? Is that you or is that somebody around you? Because I just feel like there's quite pain. There's a lot of pain there, and I'll leave that there. I'll come back to you in a second, all right? So we're going to go forwards. Just want to keep looking for the validations. Yeah, so don't drive the car. She's dead serious. 100%. If I talk about a car, I'm usually on point with the car, okay? And so go back to last night's show. I think it was last night's show we had, or could have been, yeah, it was last night's show, I'm pretty sure, at the beginning of the show, or last Wednesday. A lady wrote on there that you go to my validations folder and you'll see it in there, because a lady wrote on there that I said about a car accident. They didn't know what I was talking about last week, and I think it was on this show that I actually said it last week though. And sure as ever, they had a car accident and they're in intensive care. That happened last night. So if you go and watch last night's show, you'll be able to see what happened with that. And I said to them that there was a car accident. They said, no, nobody. But sure as ever, the car accident happened, and it happened exactly when I said it was happening. And the lady and the two other people that were in the car in intensive care. So we said a prayer last night for it. So trust me, if I talk about a car and I don't want you to drive it, I don't want you to drive it. I don't just say it to be a hero. I'm saying it to save some pain. So I'll leave that there. Let's keep going. So if you've got a question, come over to my page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and I will read that for you. So Jess, if you've missed the reading, you'll have to go back and listen to the show again, Lovey, because you said you were going to validate 1000%, but I've already done your reading. So you'll have to come back and validate for me tomorrow night then. So let's see what Melinda says. She says, I'm a COVID nurse on my way to my next assignment. I'm so glad I found this to listen to. If you feel drawn, I could definitely use some direction. Every area of my life is uncertain right now. Oh, Melinda, I love you. Look, what you're doing for people out there with regards to helping them, when they're, just sick or anything, that's just beautiful in itself. So we greatly appreciate nurses. And I can't thank you enough myself either, because when I was sick with my cancer, I had all the nurses, they were just amazing for me. They were so good to me, honestly. And even one of them was, we found out later that she was one of my daughter's school friend's mum. So she came and she used to bring me lemonade ice blocks all the time. I wasn't allowed to have them, but she used to bring them into me and give me them all the time. So I don't forget her. I don't remember her name because I was very sick, But I remember the ice blocks because that's the only thing I used to look forward to when she used to come on the shift. So every time she just come in and sneak it in for me, which was fantastic. So I take my hat off to you guys, the nurses. If I could give you a round of applause, if I can get everybody to do a round of applause, I would. But yeah, so we'll come back to you as well there, Melinda. So so we just need some guidance. Nurse. Okie doke. So I'm going to go back to Carly Williams. She said that she wanted a general. So Carly, what I get for you is I get the number 13 around you. So 1 and 3 is 4. So we've got the month of April coming up. So very, very busy month. And I also see a dark blue car or a dark colored car around you. And this is a 4-door car. And I don't feel like this car is going to cause too much problems. But did you either just get a new car or you're thinking of getting a new car? Because I see a dark colored car. It could be either dark gray, black, or dark blue or something like that. Okay, so I see this dark colored car. And I also feel like this car is it's a 4-door car, and normally when I see cars there's issues with it, but they're saying to me this one here looks like it's got a bow on top of it. Okay, so like a new car, or not like a second hand, but when they show me the bow, I know it's a new car in your household. So if that's the case, then just make sure you get everything sorted out with that before you take it home, okay? Because I want it to be sorted out before, like, everything's done. The tires are okay, there's tread on the tires, the brakes are okay, handbrakes okay, everything, all right? Because I don't want that coming home, or if that's somebody around you, I feel like that might be a younger lady around you. And I also feel like for you, there's a lot of anxiety. There's a lot of issues with somebody with regards to the chest, because I feel like the chest is really, really heavy. And I feel like that the chest it's like they couldn't breathe, or they struggled to breathe, or they had heart issues or something like that, because the issues around the chest area is really quite significant. But then I didn't feel that ping in my heart, but I'm getting that area around that heart, if that makes sense. So I just feel like they need to actually, go visit the doctor. If they're getting some sort of any type of pain in that area, they need to go to the doctor and get like that pinging pain, or that little tiny pain. They need to go and get it sorted out, because I don't want them to have issues with it later. And I get the number 6 to 8 weeks around you. So what's that? So coming up 6 to 8 weeks, which will be, that's 2 months. So we've got March, April, May. So coming up around May. Normally they don't show me that. So what's the 6 to 8 to you, or 6 p.m. to 8 p.m.? Is that your normal time of starting, or that's the graveyard time they're saying to me, or what's that with you starting something? Okay, because I feel like that there's something around 6 to 8 p.m. or 6 to the 8th of 6 weeks to coming. Okay, so not 6 months. They didn't show me 6 months. So I feel like May is going to be significant for you. And also coming up too, there's a lot of stuff with communication. So the communication for you is a little bit low at the moment. So make sure you don't assume things, and put things in perspective before you open your mouth and saying zippity zip for you, okay? And I'll leave that there. Thank you. So I've also got here, okay, so we've got Melinda with the guidance, and she said that she's a nurse, and that she's a COVID nurse, and that she's looking after many people that are ill. So I take my hat off to you there, Melinda. So well done. So I also feel around you that there's some people that like to hang off to you. They're showing me spirit on my right. So when I see the shadows on my right, and I see spirit, and I feel like that you see things like I do, okay, but you don't know how to use it. And they're saying to me that you feel heavy all of a sudden, okay? So some of the stuff that's actually attaching to you is hanging off you, and you're taking it home. It's like you're taking spirit home with you. And don't be afraid. There's nothing to be afraid of. It's just that you're not protecting yourself. And then when you work, I see this a lot with carers, and I see this a lot with nurses and stuff like that, doctors as well, that when they're actually working around either sick people or people that are actually unwell, or they're passed or anything like that, then you actually attract that. You actually have their spirit hanging off you, and it's like they're just sort of like got their claws on the back of your shoulders, and they're just hanging on for grim death, and they're going to come home with you, okay? So I feel like that this is the negative energy around you. So you need to, when you finish your work at night, and you need to white light yourself. So put some good protection around yourself before you start work, and around your home, your car, your everything, and make sure that everything is quite protected before you start work, as well as when you're at work and then when you're outside of work and coming home, because that's going to save you a lot of, attachments from the people in the hospital, okay? Because you're quite receptive, you're quite vulnerable, passive. They're saying to me empathetic as well. So, and they're showing me spirit on the right, and it just showed me you facing to the left. And that means to me, my spirit guide always shows me the same thing when there's someone's like me. So they show me the shadows on the right hand side that you see, and they show me the person pointing to the left, and they're also showing me a little bit of a mist behind you. And now I get pain in my throat. So I'm getting pain in my throat and right up into underneath my jawbone on the left-hand side. So who's that around you? And I feel like this person's either about to pass or they've just passed, okay? And I feel like there's something not right there. So they've got issues. It's like throat cancer or throat something, lymph nodes, something's not right in the throat. I feel like I just want to grip my muscle. I just want to grip my muscle and just hold it, okay? Because it doesn't feel very comfortable there. It's very, very painful. And I also get for you too that when you're in bed, when you're relaxing in bed and you're trying to fall asleep, it's very hard for you to fall asleep, they're saying to me. So that you need to look at something like, the Celtic salt or Himalayan salt, a little teaspoon of that before you go to bed in hot water, and make sure it's all dissolved. So you just drink that before you go to bed, and that will give you that you'll be a dead weight, a dead sleep, they're saying to me, okay? So, and looking after your nutrients is more important as well, because I feel like that you're deficient in a few things, okay? The nutrients like your zinc, your vitamin D, your magnesium, all that stuff, okay? They're also telling me that you've got a little bit of an issue with the lower back. So that's where the magnesium will come in and help you there. So, but that's just the message that I'm getting from spirit. So go to a doctor and get sorted out, or a naturopath, and I'll leave that there. Okie dokie. So let's keep going forward. So if you've just joined me, I'm an international psychic medium. So come over to my page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and I will be able to do your reading. So I just want to check and see if we've got any validations here. So we just got Jess Lopez. She's currently doing RSA in July. She's, I think, in term 2, which I'm thinking the trying mental health for the 3rd time. Birthday 11 was my brother. This month is my grandmother-in-law. And if you said you felt groggy before, it's probably due to my surgery I had today. Oh, lovely. She says, sorry that you felt that way. Okay, that's beautiful. Thank you for the validation. So let's keep going. I'm just going to go and try and find some more validations here. And if you've just posted a question up, then post the question up again, because I have to scroll forward on my iPad to be able to see them. So it's Wendy, Harvey, and Tanya are having a conversation there. And I don't know why, but Tanya says she's so jealous now. She was going to Bali every 6 weeks for 5 weeks at a time. Wow, that's cool. Wow, go figure. So what else have we got here? Alrighty, let me just scroll forward. Oh, that's really sad. Okay. So, just want to keep scrolling forward. So Diane Wilson, she says validation. So when you guys do the validation for me, if you just write validation so I can see it in capitals, and then I'll be able to pick up the message. Otherwise, I've got to keep reading all the messages. She says, thank you, Leslie. Nephew's birthday is the 23rd of March. Friend's birthday the 3rd of March. Yes, fighting disagreements, wearing me down, backstabbing seems to be going on forever. These people keep dragging me into it, playing games. Yeah, you got to pull back the reins there, lovey. There's no need to keep holding on. You're just holding on to trauma. So that's what happens with people. They get too involved and then they can't get out of it. So you need to not get that involved in the first place. Just pull back the reins. Just go, oh yeah, all right. Oh really? Oh okay. And then go from there. So Tammy Connolly, she says, whenever you've responded to me, what you pick up from me or spirit has been so spot on. Thank you, Tammy. That's beautiful. Thank you. I try my best. Well, spirit gives me the messages, so I'm just the messenger. So Teresa Gardner, she says, validation is like the air we breathe for a very talented mediums like Leslie. Thank you. So Barbara Exton, she says, you are an amazing lady, Leslie. You have the biggest heart. Thank you. I do have the biggest heart. I try and help everybody. Well, I try my best, but don't send me private messages asking me to do private message reading, because I don't do that. I don't have the time to sit there and write messages in private messages. You need to put them on the page so I can do media readings for you and get you out of the despair that you have. So I need to do that. I can't just sit there and write private messages all day. I won't even be able to earn an income if I did that. So I have the love there, but I can't sit down and do it. So put the messages on the private on the shows. So she says, Stacey, she says, I lost my father when I was 4. I lost my mum in 2009 and my husband in 2014 and many more loved ones in between. Will you tell me if they want to say anything to me? Lovey, you're a survivor, Stacey. So, it's really beautiful that you've actually, got to where you are and they're always with you. So don't ever think they're not always with you. And what's with the necklace? I feel like there's a necklace from mum that it looks like it's either got a tiny little cross in it or there's some name or something or a little locket. I can't quite see what it is, but it's a gold necklace, okay? And I feel like that's beautiful. So when you're on feeling a little bit despair or when you're on your own, make sure that you just hold on to that necklace and you'll have a conduit line straight to her, okay? Because she's always there. She's always by your side, okay? So, and that's the message for you. So hang in there. That's the message for you, lovey, and I'll leave it there. So we're just going to go over to this iPad here, and I've had a few random acts of kindness, which has been beautiful. So if you do have a random act of kindness, then come over to my page and put it on the page so I can see it, and just put act of kindness or random act of kindness or something like that, so I can see it there, and then that way I can actually read it out, and we'll send you some gifts. So Deidre King, as well as what's her name, Jess Black. So the beautiful Jess Black and the beautiful Deidre King have sent me beautiful gifts for you guys. So they've sent me gifts so that we can help share the love around the world. Okay, so I do this 8 hours a week so that I can make sure that people are, getting some, pain removed from their life. I try and lift it up a bit, but you can imagine if I remembered everything that I said, which I don't remember everything that I said, then I would feel your despair. So if you come up to me tomorrow and said, Lesley, remember when you said that? I don't think I'd remember unless it's really, really significant, unless it's got me, So. And I won't remember the name either, because I think that's my spirit that does that on purpose so that I can protect myself, Otherwise I would be feeling low all the time. I'd feel really upset all the time, and I don't want that. So Teresa Gardner, she says, validation. Yes, I've read that one out. Sorry. So Marissa Serafino, she says his dad died when he was 3. He was from Guatemala and only spoke Spanish. Okay, that's why I got that language. His mum was African American and only spoke English. She died at 47 of multiple sclerosis. He was an only child. Has no family out there except us. So he lives with his ex-wife's families in the house, and it's very hard for him. I have to ask about the grandpa. They both are passed, so I can get back to you on that. She says, thank you. He will be so happy. It might help him to move on. Another movie suggestion is The Shift by Dwayne Dwyer. Yes, beautiful. Dwayne Dwyer. I love that bloke. So The Shift. I didn't even remember that one, actually. Dwayne Dwyer. Yes, because I've actually seen, he's actually passed now, but he's like a beautiful spiritual motivator. I still love all his stuff. I pretty much saw a lot of his videos. So that's another beautiful human being. And he used to talk a lot about, the laws of attraction and what you should say and do. And I am, the actual words, I am, that I am. That's how I remember him. So, So Stacey Schmidt, she's saying here, I feel like none of my loved ones are around me. Every attempt I get to get messages from them have failed. Will you help me, please? So Stacey, so every time that you say, I feel like none of my loved ones are around me, what do you think they're going to do? They're going to run away because you're sending them off, okay? You're not acknowledging them. So you need to acknowledge them. You need to say to them, come forward now, I'm ready to receive. And they will start showing you some signs, okay? So ask them questions and ask them for answers. For example, if you say to them, am I going to move to Tamworth? And I want to have 3 answers, yes, if I should. And if I shouldn't, don't give me anything for the next 7 days. And then you'll see signs. So, for example, you see, you'll be driving down the road and let this go once you've done that, once you've asked the question to spirit or your past loved ones, and you'll be driving down the road, then all of a sudden you'll see Tamworth Transport on the side of a car or on the side of a truck, then the next couple of days you might turn the TV on, and as sure as ever there'll be Tamworth Musical Festival and things like that. So you'll see the signs, and that means yes, you should be moving to Tamworth. Okay, so that's just an example. So we've got Melinda Augustine, and she says, I run a domestic violence support group. Thank you for doing what you do for the domestic violence DV community. Also, if you want to PM me, we have a very secret, private, safe Facebook page for women who need support or guidance, or who just want to hear that they aren't alone. The page name and photo is very benign, so as to not immediately red flag anyone's perpetrators. If you PM me, I can give it to you, and you can actually, can you PM me there, Melinda, so that I can get people to contact me, and then I can actually give it to them. Okay, so send me that in a private message. That's beautiful, Melinda. So send me your address as well, and I will send you a beautiful gift as well. So we've got Melinda Augustine, Augustine. So send me your postal address there, Melinda, and we will send you out a beautiful gift, handmade either by Jess Black, or a beautiful fossil or crystal by Deidre King. So those ladies there are absolutely amazing. They need to have a lot of applause, because they send down this for you guys, so that you guys actually have a beautiful gift coming your way. So, and I'll leave it there. So Kerry Ryan, she says, my mum's passing anniversary was the 31st of March. Okay, I must have read you. Oh, I can't even remember that. See, this is what I mean. Where are we? Okay. So she says the 31st of March, I suffer from sinusitis. So, yep, that's why I had the pain. I had the sneezing. She said, Dad had brain and lung cancer. I was in a taxi, which was white, and heavy rain went off the road, hit the gutter. Validation, thank you. Oh, wow. Yeah, right. Thank you for the validation. That's amazing. Thank you. Yeah, so that's probably why I still have the pain around there from the sinus. It's actually killing me. So I don't know if it's me today or you or somebody coming through. I don't know. That's really full on. So I already had some Panadol before I started this show, because I couldn't stand the pain anymore. And it's not like me. I never usually have anything. So Anne Williams, she says, I haven't heard from my guy last few days, like he has pulled back. Any insight to what is going on with him, and if we will be okay? I just feel like that you need to pull back the reins too, lovey. If someone needs their space, they always pull aside. So yeah, there's no point chasing after. There's no point, stalking them or whatever the case may be. Just let them be. Let them come to you, and then you'll know. You don't have to, cause yourself, the mind, because if you keep contacting them and they don't respond, then you're causing yourself even more struggle. So. It shouldn't be like that. Love should never hurt. So remember that one. I always say that. So we've also got here, what do we got? Tammy Connolly. She says, hi, Lesley. She says, I had to make a big decision on Friday. Do you see that I made the right decision? I feel like that it wouldn't have mattered what you did. It was like you were stuck in the middle. That's what I'm getting. Okay. So I feel like that going forward, it was the right decision, but at the time you had to make a decision. So there's either the left path or the wrong path or the right path. And I feel like that you went on the right path. It took a while for the decision to come through, but you went on the right path. Okay. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. So Jess Lopez said, yes, 11 and 1, 2, 3, 100% lovey. That's what you see. There we go. So we're going to keep going forward. So if you'd like to have a reading, then come over to my page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and I will read you on my live feed. So I do 8 hours a week for free. I do mini readings just to help with the pain and torture that people feel in their life, so, and give them some guidance. I see things on the right. So if you're looking at me on Facebook or any of my platforms, I don't look at the camera all the time, because if I look at the camera, I can't focus. So I focus to my right, and that's where I see spirit on my right. So I get all my messages on the right side of my body. I don't get anything on the left. Whereas I did a workshop, I did a mentoring workshop on Saturday night, and we had one lady there, and sure as ever, she gets her messages on the left. So So everybody's different, and everyone's different in this world and how they read. So, for example, if I was to do a private reading, which I've done a few of them, I've done a lot of them. So what happens to me is that I'll get a whole dump of information at the start of the reading. So the first 10 minutes and 15 minutes is like bang, 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 all this information's coming through. And then sure as ever, it all links up by the end, and then the person that I'm reading for will go, oh my God, that, yes, I remember this, oh my God, that, and then it all starts to link up. But how Spirit gives it to me is like this whole overload. It's like a bucket of information, and the water's just tipping out of the bucket, and that's how I get my messages. So if you'd like to have a private reading with me, you just book me from my either Psychic Medium Lesley Spaliviero or Psychics on Radio Angels on Air page. Just go over there. So Melinda said, everything you said applies to me. She said, recent birthday, I have 7-year-old husband birthday is in July as well. Oh, that's beautiful. Happy birthday for then. So, okay. Right, I'm just scrolling forward because I've just seen a couple of these questions come up twice now, and I've done them. So Melinda, she says, I need career advice so badly. ICU travel nurse in a soon to be post-COVID world. Thank you, Leslie. Well done. So she said, I need career advice so badly. ICU travel nurse as soon as to be post-COVID war. Wow, that's really cool. I actually think that's going to be really good for you. And you're so attuned to everything as well, Melinda. So keep pushing through with that. And I feel like that you're going to go higher than that in what you're doing because you really enjoy your work. Okay. So yeah, and I don't know what you mean by I need career advice so badly. So ICU travel nurse. Are you asking me to stay in ICU, or are you asking me that you want to go travel nurse, or what are you getting? Because I see you doing both, and I think you could handle both. So, and I'll leave it there. So we've got Stacey Schmidt. She says, I'm new and would love to hear from my husband. So yes, we can do that. Just going to see what I wrote down there. Nothing. So Stacey, from your husband, okay. So we'll come back to you with the husband. She goes, oh no. So we've also got Kim Jade. She says, last night I didn't hear what the answer was to your mystery question about your footwear. Yes, so do you want me to show you what I wore on my footwear? You're going to be horrified. And I didn't want to tell you last night because I was horrified too, but I took a photo of it so that I could show you. And here they were. So don't laugh, okay? But here it is. That's what I wore last night. Okay, so I had socks and Roxy slides on. All right, so that's what I wore. That's what I had on. So normally I do with everybody. I do a okay, so I normally I do a show where I have Are You Psychic? So if you're psychic and you want to learn from me, then I do mentoring as well, but I'm putting up another workshop. So my ladies that were on my last workshop on Saturday night, they really enjoyed it. And we had a ball. Like, we didn't stop. It was really quite cool. And so if you'd like to do another or if you'd like to do an event with me, then send me a message so that I can actually see who's interested. There's no point me putting it up there if nobody's interested. And so, but I think people are interested. So I'm going to do a part 2 or an intermediate one next. So I'll put up a beginner one or a basic one, and then I'll do an intermediate one with the people that have actually already done my workshop. So, and because I'm a qualified trainer and assessor, so I have all my events quite structured out as well, so that it makes sense, and I do it on a PowerPoint. It's all done professional. I make sure that everybody has had their say. I make sure that everybody has their questions answered. I don't move forward until they're satisfied, things like that. So, but yeah, it's not very expensive either. So, and I'll leave it there. Thank you. So we're going to go back to Stacey Smith, and she would like to have a question, an answer or a mediumship from her husband that's passed away. So why am I getting head pain and head trauma around you, Stacey? Okay, I don't know if that's your husband yet, but head trauma or head pain. And I also feel like that this side of the face, the right side of the face, there was issues there, or something's happened, or there's an injury there as well with the right side of the face, and I'm getting massive headache. I don't know if it's me tonight or everybody else coming through really strongly. And I also feel like that you suffer with a bit of anxiety, and the loneliness has actually eaten you up a little bit, okay? So it's like you need to have a lot of support around you, which is amazing, which is good for you, but it's like you like to have your own time by yourself as well. And it also showed me too that like I feel really heavy in the eyes, and I feel really heavy in the mind around your husband, okay? So there's something not right with the mind, and I feel like that he's either had something with the eyes as well, where it's made the eyes go really, really like they can't open properly, if that makes sense, okay? Or if that's somebody else around you, because that's what I'm seeing. And I also feel like the number 18, and then you just flick the number 17. So 17, 18 was significant. I also get 2 to 4 p.m. passing as well. So it's either 2 to 4 p.m. passing or funeral, okay? So that's what I'm getting as well. Then it also showed me that things going forward, he's right beside you, and I was going to talk about things going forward, but he just showed me you lying in bed, lying on your right side, and you still have the tears of sorrow, okay? And I see that as well, and I see the tissues. I see a lot of stuff like that. And it's like when you're driving or when you're by yourself, that's the most pinpoint time for you. And they're saying to me that that's really quite traumatic, because you don't have anybody that you can resonate with, they're saying to me as well, or he's saying to me as well. And my head is absolutely pounding right now. So is that you or is that me? Because I just feel like there's a lot of pressure here, either you or somebody around you, or it could be Donna Marie or Kim Jade or Tanya Elliott or somebody like that. So that's what I'm feeling around you, okay? So, and I really can't see. So the pressure's on the eye. So if I touch the eye socket, it's actually quite sore there. So I'm just saying that, if that's not you, and if it's me, I'll take it on board, because I did have a headache before I got here, but it could be somebody around you that's in there as well. And I just feel like going forward that the things are going to settle down with you. The money's going to come in. So they show me like one pocket's empty, then the other pocket's full, and then that pocket's empty, then the other pocket's full. So it's sort of like you need to budget, and that things are not right with the financial part at the moment. And I just feel like there's a little bit of spiraling down with that, okay? So pull up the reins. As your husband's saying to me that you've always been the strong one. That's why he went first, okay? He says, you're always the strong one around. You're always the rock of the family. So keep doing what you're doing, he says, and he always loves you. And when you're lying in your bed and you feel that touch, because I'm getting my hair itchy now. So when you feel that touch in your back of your head when you're lying on your side, that's him just giving you like little touches to remind you that he's there, okay? So, and also you'll feel like sensations on your face. So the sensations on your face when you're by yourself is a little butterfly kisses that he gives you when you're by yourself, okay? So, and I'll leave that there. He's a beautiful person. He was very beautiful. So, okay, let me just scroll forward. So I need to scroll forward a lot. So we've got a validation here. I think I've read that. Did I read that one? Yes, I think I've read that. Yes, I'm going to scroll forward. I just want to see if there's any more validations. I'm very far behind at the moment. So if you've just joined my page or you've just started to listening to Live 90.5 FM, I'm Lesley Spaliviero. I'm an international psychic medium. A lot of people that live around this area, if they've heard of me, I used to be a personal trainer in the area, so there's a lot of people that I do know from the gym. But they never knew that I was a psychic, because I kept it to myself for so many years, because I didn't want people to make fun of me, or I didn't want to come out. And now that I'm out, I don't really care. So I actually would rather be out there helping people than actually be worried about what people think of me. So, and I'll leave that there. So whoever is in the area that knows me from the gym, then yes, when I ever did the personal training at the gym, it was quite funny, because before my personal training clients even got to the gym, I knew what was wrong with them. And I always said to them, "Oh, is your niece?" Or they go, "Yeah," like looking at me, "How did you know that?" "Oh, just, I could tell by the way you're walking," I'd say, just to bypass my feelings. And then as soon as I'd say what I felt, the pain would go away from me. So that's how bizarre it is. But all this time I didn't realize that I was actually a real like psychic medium until probably around I don't know, 5-6 years ago, actually, something like that. But I've always had this sensation in my body where I feel things. If I see someone get hurt on TV, I get this overwhelming chill. up my body and I get goosebumps because I feel their pain and it's really awful. So I try and get spirit not to do that to me and take it away, because I don't want to always feel people's pain, if that makes sense. So yes, that's right. So Teresa Garnish says, Jess, we can buy your bracelets 100%. So Jess makes these gorgeous, beautiful bracelets that she's sent down to me from Queensland, and she's sending me a whole batch more. And they are gorgeous bracelets, and whoever I'm drawn to, she wants me to hand them out to share the love back. So support her. She's opening up her own business as well. So support her as well. And same as Deidre King. Deidre King is sending me down some gorgeous fossils. I actually think I got a notice from the post box, so I think they've actually arrived. So I can't wait for tomorrow's show. And tomorrow night when I do my show, I do it from home from 10 o'clock till midnight. So last week I did coffee cup reading. So tomorrow night I might just do some more coffee cup reading. So have your saucepans and your cups and your Turkish coffee ready, or any kind of coffee really. But I use the Turkish coffee, and have that ready so that I can show you some more things in the cup which is what I learned from a lady called Homer going back this would have been going back to when I was 18. That's how much I've been interested in all this fascinating spiritual stuff. So I'm not very, very spiritual. I don't wear all the fancy clothes and all that loose glitter or sunshine clothes, I call them. I don't wear any of that. I'm a very plain Jane person, but I do believe in spirit, and I do believe in the power of prayer, and I 100,000% believe that if you have enough energy, wherever that focus goes and that energy flows, you will draw that attention to you. So for example, if you say something negative and it's about that you can't afford this, sure as ever, you're going to attract that. So make sure that you say the words that are correct for what you're aiming for. Okay. So for instance, if you want to say, if you don't want to say, I can't afford this, then why don't you say something along the lines, how can I afford this? And that way spirit can start taking that message on. And then what it'll do is it'll actually start to filter through those little tiny negativities that you have and try and pull out the stuff that's really good for you. So it's all about the mind and what you think, and all about the words. So I've been putting it out there with a few things of goals that I want for this year. So a lot of goals that I have for this year for myself. I'm also putting it out there for commercial radio one day, and I feel like that's going to be coming up next year. And I'm hoping so. So there you go. So what else have we got here? I'm pretty sure I've already done a reading for you, Carly Williams. So, yep, Carly Williams, you've got up here that I've got to go in 10 minutes. I've already done a reading for you, sweetie. So come back to that. So what have we got here? So Marissa, she's giving me such a huge validation. That's awesome. Let me just scroll forward on my iPad, 100 miles an hour here. So where are we? So we've got a validation. So Stacey Schmidt, she says, wow, my husband died of suffocation. That's why I couldn't breathe. And he had a metal plate in his head that caused severe head pain, causing him not to be able to open his eyes. Right. Now that makes sense why I couldn't. My head was killing me and my eyes I couldn't open. So now that makes sense. Thank you. She says, I do feel a sensation on my face from time to time also. I am so happy he's with me. Thank you so much. I just wish I knew why he chose to leave us. Yeah, lovey. There's everybody has their journey. So this is where people, get the sorrow and the pain, is because they don't realize that everybody has a contract. Everybody has a journey. They have to live that journey, So it's really quite important. If we understand that, then people don't suffer as much, So we've got here Lisa Gooch Hazy, I think it is. I lost my job the second week of Jan and applied for unemployment. I have not gotten any checks from them yet. Do you see me getting my funds soon? Yes, I feel like you just got to keep following up, lovey, and get off the unemployment, because you're really quite intelligent and you need to get out there and start using your brains, okay? That's what I'm getting for you. So sometimes things are meant to be. Sometimes spirit will put things in place to make you suffer a little bit harder because people don't get it the first time, okay? So when you don't get it the first time, that obstacle will come up, that little torture will come up again. So you need to make sure that you're getting it and going forward with it, okay? So I'm just going back to my iPad. Okay, so Melinda, she said she's giving me she said career advice because I've hit every major COVID hotspot since COVID started. She said it was just supposed to be a few week thing just to help my son and I get through financially, but COVID never ended. She says I've hit 8 states so far. This assignment is a government. Oh, I can't say anything like that. Sorry. Well, I nearly read that out then, didn't I? Yes, so we need to stay off that subject. I can't say anything about that, Melinda, as you know. So I just realized that when I was reading it. Normally I just read everything as I go, but I should read ahead, but I don't have time to read ahead. But anyway, nearly caught me. So Bev Ridley, she says, I have pressure around my eyes and front of my head. Okay, right. So that could be there as well. So sometimes when I do my readings, because I've got, quite a few people on the live show, I get that much spirit coming through, and I've got to actually try and segregate the spirits from who's who in the zoo on the live feed. So whatever I'm saying, if it doesn't resonate with the person I'm actually reading, it's usually someone around where they've posted that question. So it could be 2 people before that question, or 2 people after, or somebody in that live. Okay. So yeah, so we've just got here. So Kim Jade says that's what I saw, socks and slip-ons, but I didn't sense Roxy. That was my RU Psychic game that I played last night. So Teresa Gardner says I can't wait, Lesley. I want to do all of your workshops. Oh, that's beautiful. Well, I will post up some more tomorrow. Okay, so I'm going to do some psychic PT as well. So I'm a psychic. I'm a personal trainer as well. I've been a personal trainer since I was 18. So it's a long time coming, and it's a long time that I've been in the industry. I'm a strength and conditioning coach. I do massage for an elite team here in Kellyville, which is I won't say who it is in case they're listening, but I do the elite team around here, and they train at Kellyville. I also do, massage, private massages as well. So if you need a massage, then let me know. So, and I sense more than I actually, than you actually feel. So, and I know where the spots are sore. So trust me, I know that. So Tammy Connolly says, validation. Thank you. Yes, Lesley. She said, yes, I had to make the big decision quickly. And yes, I was very torn apart whether to stay in the job I'm in or accept another job opportunity. I chose to stay. Yeah, well, that one there, you chose to stay there, Tammy, and I feel like it was the right decision. Okay, so but coming up 6 to 8 months, I feel like you're going to have another opportunity. So hang in there, do your best here though. Okay, so don't burn your bridge here because it's going to fall, it'll catch up on you. So 1000%, guys, don't ever burn your bridges with your work if you can help it. If they're doing the wrong thing by you, then naughty on them, so the karma will come back and bite them. So whatever they've done, if they haven't paid you wages, or if they haven't done anything right by you, or they treat you really badly, then when you leave and they feel that despair, it might not actually just hit them with the karma. It'll hit around the family. If they're that bad, that it won't just hit them. It'll hit around the family, okay? So don't ever go to your way to get people back. Just block them like I do, or, don't answer their calls. Don't respond. Just go, whatever. If you don't have the respect for me, I don't have the respect for you either. So that's how it works, okay? So we've got Kiki Ferguson. She says, validation. She says, I do lash out when I ask questions. She says, I will continue to stay back. 100% Kiki. You can't always be a hothead. Okay, so people, if you're a hothead and you want to get ahead with things and get results from people, or get questions answered, or get your answer, you can't always be a hothead. You actually have to give some love out to receive the message back that you want to get. Okay, so that's really important. What else have we got here? So Bev Ridley says, my little brother passed, his birthday tomorrow. Oh, bless him. Lovey, bless him. So Stacey Schmidt, she said, validation. She says, thank you so much. You gave me 2 readings now, and I will definitely open myself up to the sport, to the sports around me. Okay, that's beautiful. Thank you. So we've got here. So Melinda, you said, is there any way of getting a recording of this? She said, you are so spot on. If I let my husband hear what you said to me, he would no longer doubt the spirit world. He desperately needs to feel that he isn't alone. So Melinda, all you have to do, lovey, is go back to my page and go to the videos, and all my videos are there. I've done, this is my, what is it, my ninth show on a Monday night, and I've done 89 shows. This Wednesday will be 89 shows for my other radio station on the same night, which is consistent on a Wednesday night, 8 till 10. So I've done probably over 140 live shows. So every one of my live shows will be on my page. So you go over to that. And I've also got hundreds and hundreds of validations on my page as well. So if you go to the validations folder, the photos folder, and go to validations, and I'll put up my validations I try and do it from every show. So we've got a validation here from Kerry Ryan. She says, Mum had several strokes and sinus. Okay, I've read that one. So we'll keep going forward. So we're nearly finished. So if you have a question, or if you want to love, like, and share my page so that I can see your sharing as well as caring. So if you have a random act of kindness, then push that through as well, so I can hand out these beautiful gifts that D King and Jess Black sent to me. So, and D King and Jess Black, is there anybody else in the group here that you want me to send a gift to? So let me know, lovey, so that I can actually send these gifts out. So 99 there, Omni. Tune in next time. Love and light. Thank you. Exactly. So the nurses, we got to take our hats off to them, so they're just beautiful. Thank you, Wendy. She's beautiful. Wendy's keeping me on track on the other side of on my live here. She's always with me every single night. Andy Daniels is here. She says, thank you for every service. Take our hats off to you all. 100%. So, and I got that email today too, Andy. I'll be dealing with that either tonight when I get home or tomorrow, sweetie. So what else have we got here? Okay, so here's a bit of a validation, I think. So Carly, she says, I had a brand new, got off my screen. I had a brand new white car in September last year. I have booked a little holiday in April. I am struggling with making a decision about whether to move or not, which is causing me anxiety. It's mine and my son's birthday in May. Okay, beautiful. Thank you. But I don't think you should move right now. So does that help? Because I feel like you need to stay stable. Go on your holiday. Just get that holiday sorted, and then things will make sense after that. And I just get July around you, Carly. Okay, so going forward. Okay. Right, we've done that validation. What else have we got here? Okay, so I'm just going forward on my live feed here. So Melinda said I am dead on. Okay, thank you. But go back and to the live on the actual videos section of my live on my main page there, lovey, and you'll be able to see that. So Melvine, we've already done that one. So we've got quite a lot of messages here. Yeah, so Tammy Conley, she says Celtic salt or Himalayan salt. So what I do with the salt, guys, is I do this pretty much every single night so I can have a deep sleep, okay? And what I do is I mix up half and half of Celtic salt, CELTIC salt, and Himalayan salt, and I mix them together and I put them in a big container. And I just take out like a teaspoon. Sometimes I do a big heap. Sometimes I do a little heap. Depends on how I feel that night, but I love it. It tastes so nice and it's very sweet. It's not like normal salt, and it's got 83 minerals in those salts alone. So when you're deficient in minerals, that'll just top up your mineral level, okay? And it actually makes you feel like within 20 minutes after, so you dissolve it in hot water and then you just drink the hot water when it's cooled down a tiny little bit, and within 20 minutes you'll feel your body go into a dead weight and you're into a deep sleep, and it's just amazing. So yeah, and I'll leave it there. So what have we got here? So Stacey Smith, she says, I have just retired from volunteering at Toys for Tots after 15 years of helping because it is too strenuous on my body. I'm looking for a new volunteer opportunity. Can you help me find it? Also, does my family have a message for me? I have a volunteer one for you, Lovey, and can you send me a private message in the Facebook so that I can share that with you, okay? So I've got a couple of things up my sleeve for you for that there, Stacey. And I'll leave that there. So tell me what suburb you're from as well, what country and suburb you're from as well. So Timothy Smith, he says, hi, I am open to a message, please. Thank you for your time and energy. So you're going to be the last one there, Timothy. I'm running really behind tonight. So what I feel for you is I get number 17 around you. So 1 and 7 is 8. So we've got the month of August. And I feel like August was really, really quite a significant time. They're saying to me it's freezing where you are, okay? And that's what I'm getting around you. Cold. I just get cold and really, really cold. Cold as ice, they're saying to me. And I also feel like for you going forward, there's someone there that from the other side that's actually got that's had some disability issues, and I feel like this person has passed by either MS or something along the lines of that. And I'm also feeling pressure on my forehead as well, so I'm getting that pain there as well. So some pressure on the head or the brain. That's what I'm getting, and that's what happened to them. They're saying to me this happened at birth, and I also feel like someone around you is pregnant, and I feel like this lady's either got 8 months to go or 8 weeks to go. They just said the number 8, so that's probably, so I've got the number 8 again for you. So that's August time. So I'm feeling that someone's pregnant around you. So so I think it's going to happen around August, or you're going to get an announcement. That either announcement, it's going to be a good announcement and a surprise. So it looks like I've blown the surprise. I'm really sorry about that. Sorry. So yeah, coming up to that is going to be really, really cool. And I feel like they just show me a boy. Okay, so just show me like when they get the pina colada things and they actually hit them, and then all those streamers and everything, all that smoke comes out and the blue powder or whatever. That's what I just saw. So that's really, really cool. So congratulations to the person around. I'm not sure if it's you, but I feel like there's somebody around you. And I also feel like for you too, that number, why they show me 6 and 6? So 6 and 6 is 12. So I'm getting number 12 around you. So the month of December is significant. I feel like there's a birthday that's a significant birthday or anniversary coming up around those dates, okay, or around that date. Even though December's quite a busy month for you, and also they're showing me snow. I just keep seeing snow around you. And it's like you're on or someone's got a bulldozer and they're pushing the snow around December or around now. I can't quite see if it's December or now, or it's melting by December. That's what I'm getting as well. But I just feel like for you going forward, there's a lot of things that are on your plate, but you can manage it with a good mindset. So go and do some exercise. Go and get yourself out of this, out of the realm that you're in, because I feel like you're in a rut right now, and I'll leave that there. So thank you for that. And I just would like to say good night to everybody on the radio, and thank you for joining me. My name is Lesley Spaliviero. I'm an international psychic medium. So join me on my live feed tomorrow night from 10 till midnight when I'm on my live on Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and I'll leave it there. And thank you for having me. Right, guys. Oh my gosh. Thank you for joining me. Just want to scroll forward and see if there's any more validations. And I will, there's one there. I think we've done that one. Yep, so she said, validation, thank you. I have always been told I'm a survivor. My mum did have a necklace, yes. It has her name written on rice. Because I said the name or the little, in a heart-shaped pendant. That's beautiful. She says, I have it and wear it often. Well, when you need to, Stacey, when you need to call on her, just hold that, and it's like a conduit line straight to hers. Thank you so much, said Ken. She says, can you tell me why my husband took his life? Oh, love it. I can't go into that now, sweetheart. I've got to go. I would like to do that, but not right now. I just got to quickly go this. I've got my beautiful friend waiting for me outside. I've done that one. Okay, I'm just scrolling forward really quickly. So, yeah, okay, so scroll forward. A lot of anxiety still, guys. Not me. I don't ever suffer with anxiety. Yep, we've got that one. I think I've done that one. And thank you, Wendy, for the beautiful prayer at the start of the show. See, if I do them at the start, I don't forget about them at the end. Yes, well, I know. Oh, okay, so we found the headache person too. Okay. So, Valerie, join me on my show tomorrow night, sweetie. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's it, guys. I'm not going to look any further. Okay, she said, you mentioned that I can't sleep, and that's definitely true. I've tried everything. Worst ever insomnia. I've tried everything. So try the Celtic salt. Trust me, it works. You're just deficient. You need magnesium as well there, lovey, because you're deficient. I don't think I'm incredible. I just think I like to help people. That's all. I actually do have a headache, though. Morning, lovey. I'm just about to finish, though. She said, validation. She says, I've been losing a ton of weight, muscle cramps, all signs of vitamin deficiency, 1000%. And you brought that up as well. Okay, beautiful. It's another validation. You are right. I need to figure out my finances. My husband always takes care of that. And honestly, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, lovey. Get some help, sweetheart. Ask somebody to help you. If you really need help, I'll help you with it. Validation. My husband passed young. He had severe headache before he passed. His face was numb. Oh, white. That's why I felt. That's why I felt all this tonight. There's a lot of stuff with the head tonight. That's probably why I've got a headache. It's exactly why. I'm pretty sure it's why I've got a headache. Okay. Stay safe, everyone, with the floods. I'm just scrolling right forward now. I'll come back to questions tomorrow night. So come on my page tomorrow night. I'm not in the studio tomorrow night, so I'm going to do some coffee cup reading tomorrow night. Okay, so get your coffee cups ready, guys. Okay. So Wendy Merce Martin, come put that on my page tomorrow night. Okay, lovey. I'm just scrolling forward to see if there's any more validations. All right, I'm just going to say good night, guys, and thank you for everything. Okay, oops, we got another validation. Oh my God, I thought I'd done them. My brother passed in August and handicap birthday 8th of March. Oh, right. Wow. Did I write that down? I remember the 8th of March. I can't even remember who I've done. Wow. Okie dokie, guys. I'm going to go. See you later. Thanks for joining me. Bye.